Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday, the 16th of July, and today our prompt is cut out. Now, we've already worked with my U-Butte Origin envelope. Another one has arrived. And we made a fold out, which was, now when did we do fold out? We did fold out back on the 5th. Gosh. Seems so long ago, and I really like the way that came together, and I love the fact that it's added more space for my journal, plus it's a bit of a storage compartment. So when I saw cut out, I thought I just have to do another one for a page. So I found in my printables some Japanese inspired prints. Now I cannot remember where I got them from. They're just two scraps that I have, and I believe they fit with my colour scheme. So I just want to do a little bit of decorating today on my Origin Energy envelope. So first of all, we might have time for the pocket, but we might not. So we'll just put it to one side. I've got my glue stick and my envelope, and we're going to do something with it. So we might have the pocket this side and just start piecing together a little bit of collage. So I hope you all had a great week. It's now Saturday. I feel like I can breathe. We're sort of in the middle of July, and as you know, if you've watched my channel for a little while, I posted a video on the 1st of July which gave you a bit of a sneaky look at what my day job is. I have Christmas shops. I've actually got two of them. We usually have a few each year. We've got two permanent ones, and then we often do a pop-up, or sometimes we've had up to 5 shops years gone by, where we have come across some leases that were just in great locations. So my husband and I decided that we'd open up some additional stores, and then those leases turned into permanent leases because they were just, 3 months, pop it up, pop it down. And then they turned into, full-time leases. So before we knew it, we had 5 Christmas stores, 5 permanent sites, and it was just crazy busy. So much work, and we're only a husband and wife team, and we've got an awesome group of store managers that assist us. So it was like a lot of work for the two of us, because we do everything from ordering right through to helping the stores set up, and then sort of be their backup, their support. So it was very, very busy for many, many years. So we've decided to sort of take the foot off the accelerator, as they would say. I'm going to glue that down there. And we ended up finishing the leases on 3 of the sites. The landlords wanted to renew with us, but we were like, no, we need to just take the foot off the accelerator and have a bit of a break. Feel like we got our lives back again. Took a lot of pressure off of our staff as well, because you can imagine gets pretty crazy at Christmas, and if there's 5 stores all competing against each other for stock and staff, and it's just crazy. A lot of fun, don't get me wrong. Oh, it was fantastic. Had a ball. But yeah, it's a young person's game, as they say. Not that I'm, old or young. I'm sort of in the middle. So we were like, no, that's enough. So we just got our 2 original permanent sites, and it's been great. It's given us a chance to focus on things in the business that we haven't had a chance to do because we've just been too busy chasing our tails. So, yeah, really enjoying the fact that there's just the two two shops, and they're the big two, so pretty big stores, and that is enough work. So being it's July, Christmas in July is around, so there are lots of hotels and pubs and clubs are looking for crackers and napkins and plates and things like that to sort of have a Christmas in July themed event, which is great for their business because it's a way of, you know, generating a little extra movement within their business, sort of get them customers coming in and spending some money with them. So Christmas in July parties are quite popular. It'll quieten down then as everyone sort of settles back into the rest of the months coming, and then they'll all start thinking about getting their decorations out, seeing what they've got, and touching base with us that maybe they need to pick up some bits and pieces to build a display. So we'll start to see all of the commercial people back in again, sort of looking for, well, what am I looking for here? Looking for bits to add to their Christmas. There's nothing really jumping out at me. Maybe I just put a plain piece. So our stock is coming in thick and fast for the season. So we're very busy unloading containers and decorating our stores, and so much fun. So the commercial entities will be around all the shopping centres because we make the wreaths and the garlands and the swags. So we've sort of got a creative team there as well that, well, it's not a team, it's all of us. It's funny, we'll get an order in for, say, a shopping centre, and they might want 10 swags or, you know, some swags, trees, wreaths, all sorts of things. So then we sort of have a bit of a meeting, the store manager and myself, and work out how we're going to get it all done because there's limited time, as you could imagine. So we are trying to help everyone, but, you know, we're busy in the store as well. Plus, they want their Christmas now. So we sort of have to think like a manufacturer would and have a time slot for everyone's creative. Otherwise, we just won't meet the dates that people need things by. So we sort of sit down and we work out, you know, what we need to make, and then we break it down into lots of little tasks. So it might be, you know, a heap of swags. They're the ones you'd hang in the ceiling when you walk through the shopping centre. You see those. So we might need to make a heap of those, and we'll work out how many baubles we need on each swag, how many sets of lights, if they need lights in them, and any additional decorating features like flowers or some foliage or a particular decoration. They may have a bauble with their company logo printed on it already. So we sort of work out a recipe that each swag would have 50 of these, 60 of these, 20 of these. And then those baubles need to be wired so that they can be attached to where's my scissors? Hang on a minute. I'm back. So the baubles then all get wired into the swags, wreaths, garlands, whatever we're making, and that wire has to be added to each one of them. So there might be thousands of baubles that need wire, and we sort of have to find people to assist with that. And we've got a lot of staff. So as the staff arrive on shift, they might get a random task to do for the day that's not the usual, and it'll be, you know, popping wire on thousands of baubles or doing something in the process to sort of get us ready to manufacture the completed garland. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot to organise, but it's great fun. And then we start production. And we try and do it within business hours because it's not crazy busy in the stores yet, because the customers, the general public, are still, you know, probably August, September, not really thinking about Christmas yet. So we sort of have a bit of time before the general public arrive. And I'm going to pop that on there. Oh, Pepper's woofing. So we have a bit of time to sort of, you know, get these types of tasks done. So the staff assist with that. If it's crazy and we get a really big order, we might need to have a bit of a night crew. So the store's closed at 5 o'clock and then we really get into it, and we might do a big session of creativity, just so that there's no customers around. We're not sort of interfering with the business of the store, and we can sort of make a big mess and we're not in anyone's way. It's all right, Pepper. Pepper's just come to my window and woofing at me. It's like she can hear something that's upsetting her. Just looking for a little bit of red fabric, actually. And I know there's some scraps here. Yep. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. Love it. And then once we sort of get all those commercial customers out of the way, in comes the general public, and it is bedlam because everyone leaves it to the last minute. So from about November to December, it is crazy. Sometimes it is that busy, it is quicker to walk out the back door of the shop, up the side of the building, and then come in the front door to tell the registers something that they want to know. Let's say they have a price check on something or something like that, and you cannot get through the store. It's so much fun, and it's quicker to sort of walk through the car park to get to the teams at the front. It's crazy, but we sort of wait all year for that. And then as fast as it happens, it's over. It's like everyone then heads to the shopping centres to buy food and gifts, and it's finished. So then we sort of take a deep breath and try and pull ourselves back together. As you imagine, it's pretty full on. And then we're coming into Christmas Eve, and it's really getting quiet with just a few emergency purchases. But we're pretty much done by Christmas Eve. And then just after Christmas, we start cleaning, tidying up, and getting ready for inventory. So by mid-January, our staff are counting all of the stock that's left, because my husband and I are now sitting at our laptops starting to work out what we need to order for the next year. And it is so bizarre because we've literally just finished, you know, doing our thing and going at a rate of knots. So now we're back at home in our office, counting all the baubles that are left, working out how many we sold and how many more we need to order for the next year, which usually happens in January, February, March. So that takes so long because we have thousands of items. So we've got to get all our orders into our factories overseas so that they know what we want. And then the Australian wholesalers start presenting all of their goodies that they are wanting to sell us. So we start visiting all them, putting those orders together, and usually by April, when the Easter Bunny is due, we have a moment of peace and quiet. Orders are done. We sort of can have a little think about what we want to do as maybe a little holiday. And then July, where am I? April, March, June. You can see where I'm heading. July, it's on again. And in amongst all that, there'll be people do weddings, so they'll be wanting to use Christmas lights for wedding celebrations, engagements and general parties. So we always have a trickle of people through, not a lot. And that's if we've got lights left, because sometimes we just sell out of everything and there's not even a set of lights we can help people with. So that is my year in the world of Christmas, owning a Christmas store. A lot of people say, how do you survive when it's not Christmas and you're not got any customers? And I always say it is just like farming. You have your cotton crop or your corn, whatever it may be, and you have one harvest a year. And while you wait for that harvest, you get ready. Whatever needs to be done, whether it's servicing your equipment, your tractor, making sure everything is ready. You've got all your bits and pieces needed to do the harvest itself. You know, just getting ready. So that's what it's like for us. We have that one harvest at the end of the year, and the rest of the time is getting ready. And there's just different tasks to do at different times of the year. Well, now that I've rambled on, I have completed my little cutout window. I love it. So it's going to flip. So I need to now do something on the back. What can I do? What can I do? I want to make it a little bit plain so that I can write on it if I want to. Oh, maybe I put some of my grandmother's drafting paper. I haven't used a lot of that for a few days. So there you go. That's a snapshot of my world in Christmas. If you were wondering, and how quickly the year goes. I tell you, when you break your world down into 6 monthly chunks of time, and then within that is 3-month or 2-month little jobs to do in the preparation process, it flies. And suddenly you realise that it's now 2022 and you've been in business, I think, 15 years, 16 years, something like that. It has flown. So, yeah, that's my day. Oh, goodness, why is that not tearing? I think it's because it's slippery. This paper's unusual. It's pattern paper that my grandmother was using when, oh, goodness, when she was a dressmaker. Found it in a cupboard at my parents' place. And I thought, oh, what is that brown, crinkly looking paper? I'm going to glue that on there on the back of that. I bet that won't tear real well. It really doesn't like tearing. It's got like a waxy feel on one side. It'd be good to put pins in, I'd say, because it's, it doesn't really like to tear, as you can see, but starting to think that wasn't going to happen. That's great. Just a little pop of brown there. So I'm really enjoying this project. I do a lot of needlework. I do a lot of journaling too. I do a lot of needlework, but it's sort of my #1 passion. So when I saw the project come up, and of course I've started this YouTube channel because like I've got nothing else better to do with my time. I thought, oh, this might be a good way to bring the two together. And then I thought, what am I going to do for a theme And that's how this came about, because I've been looking at this Japanese half done, very sad looking journal. I thought I must do something with those papers, and they're so beautiful, that Stamperia paper. I love it. So it was great. I thought, oh, and I've been collecting Japanese inspired fabrics and Japanese fabrics for a little while, and oh boy, aren't they beautiful. I'm just going to put a pop of colour down the side of this that matches the front. So yeah, to be able to pull my papers out and my fabrics, what a bonus. And do some stitching in it. Love it. Okay, let's think for a minute. If this is going to hinge, might hinge it from this side. So I will need pop a colour here or there. Did I even ink that? It's the wrong piece. I don't think it looked right. Might just put it there, and then we'll put some calico down as the actual hinging component. Yeah, I'm chatty today, aren't I? Chat. Need a bigger piece than that. Where's my calico? Here it is. There we go. I think that's the piece I need, and it's even folded. That'll do it. Yeah. Love it. So we'll just glue it along through down. Think about what you're doing. And add my glue. I have to tell you about my craft room too, and how it used to be the Christmas shop head office. And we have a huge table. It's actually technically a rumpus room. So there's lots of space in this room. Like it's not huge, but it is big. And it was for many years the Christmas head office. So if we had a staff meeting or some training, or we needed to meet a wholesaler, and instead of going to the shop, we could have them in this room. So I had this huge big table made, and it was great because I could fit 6 people around it with heaps of space. So it's fantastic. And I had a craft room just in a bedroom down the end of the hallway, but the bedroom faced the east. So of a morning when I like to craft, I do all my crafting very early. The heat that would come into that room from the sun rising, oh my goodness, it was just too hot. I was melting. So it was just not real comfortable. So I'd often find that I had my craft everywhere in the house. So, you know, with me everywhere. So over the years, as the stores have got less and less, their business pretty much is in a filing cabinet, and the printer is sitting on a second filing cabinet next to it, and that's pretty much all we need to do orders and that. And the rest of the time we work out of a van that we drive around in to deliver stock between the stores or in the stores themselves. So this room was just sort of sitting semi-quiet. We have the odd meeting, but the table's still there, so that's not an issue. And I said to my husband one day, I'm moving. moving my craft room into the Christmas rumpus slash room. And he's like, oh, that's a big room. I'm like, yeah, but I need the space. And I'll have to do a video tour one day to show you. And now the whole room, right around the whole perimeter, I've got a window that way and a glass sliding door that I don't open because I've got cabinetry in front of it now with stuff on it. And then the door to enter the room is that way. And that way is the TV on the wall. So right around the whole room, bar the window and the entry, is just shelving and pieces of furniture that we've had for years. Anything that was sort of just I could grab and drag in here has become my craft room. And in the very far corner over there is 2 filing cabinets, a 4-drawer and a 2-drawer. The 4-drawer is everything I need for the business, and the 2-drawer filing cabinet has the printer sitting on it. So with laptops, my husband and I can sit at this big table at any time. We can sit on the couch, do our work, and the printer's there and our files are there. So the business is carrying on. But I've now got this really good space to do crafting in, which has paid off because I can also, look, I was planning to put the calico here, but I didn't. So I need to tear another piece. So yeah, when this YouTube brain idea of mine happened at the beginning of the year, I'm thankful I did move because I've got this big table now. So I've got my camera set up down the one corner with all my bits and pieces I need for a project. And then I've still got space on this huge table that if I just want to do some general crafting, I can as well. So the table is fantastic. It's nearly too big, but for what I'm doing now with this YouTube business, well, it's not a business, it's just me mucking around. The huge table has worked out really well. Gosh, I am a chatterbox today. I'm getting a real insight to my world. There's nothing really exciting happening with my collaging, so I might as well yibba yabba. Got this little scrap still sitting around. Okay, that's it. I like that. I've got a pocket. I didn't do anything inside there because the envelope is really nice. It doesn't have that usual inside envelope print that makes them look a bit daggy. I've got a little bit of fabric on my piece because I like to feel fabric in amongst my collaging. And then I've got a space at the back so that I can write or put a photo and, you know, a pocket as well. So that's my prompt for today. It's Saturday, so I might find another prompt. What's the next one? Tucked away. I feel like continuing to play. So I'm going to film, I think, maybe another video, or maybe I should go and do some housework. Who knows? Okay, everyone, I will leave you in peace and enjoy your day. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.